Hey everybody. Alright, so today is Saturday the 23rd of July 2011. Today was date day. Anyway, I woke up this morning with a goose egg, so that's 4 days at 137.1, which is a little frustrating, but oh well. I'm almost done. I'm just going to say it's an inch day. Somewhere I lost an inch. Okay, so I had a bit of a hard day. I was working over in Reno doing my medical exams, so I waited as long as possible to eat because I knew I was going out on my date and I didn't know what we were doing for food. So I went to Whole Foods and I got a big bowl with a bunch of lettuce and a couple of little cherry tomatoes, and on top I put a tiny scoop of cottage cheese and another tiny scoop of chicken, like shredded chicken, and it said the only ingredients were chicken breast, salt and pepper, so I'm hoping that's all that was on it. And then some balsamic vinegar, just a tiny bit, and a little bit of Bragg's, and that was it, and that's all I had. I didn't even have my fruit because I was so worried. So then I went up to Truckee to meet with my date, and we went walking in a wildlife preserve, and it was a 5-mile loop, and we had his puppy, so it took us about 2.5, 3 hours, somewhere around there. So we were walking slow, but it's so hot out there today. Even though we were walking slow, like I would bend over to pet the puppy and I'd stand up and I'd get so dizzy. I'm like, okay, so 5-mile walk in the heat on 500 calories a day when I haven't even had close to 500 calories. I figured my lunch was probably around, I don't know, 150, 200 max, probably more like 150. Anyway, so we got back and I drank a ton of water again. I already had 1.5 liters before I went. And then he goes, well, there's this one restaurant in town that's really, really good. I'm like, okay. It was sushi. I'm like, oh, great. Sushi on P2. So I don't know. I picked sort of good things. What did I have? It was called a sea vegetable salad with tofu. The tofu was fried, but it wasn't oily at all. So I don't know how they fried it. It was 6 little pieces. It was not more than 100 grams. I know that because I've had tofu as my protein before on Protocol. I did have some edamame that was like it was still in the shell and sauteed in a little bit of olive oil and chili powder and garlic. So I did get some oil there, but we shared it, so it's not like I got all of it, I guess. I'm totally trying to make myself feel better here. Okay, so the sea vegetable salad had some lettuce leaves. It was pretty small. So some lettuce leaves and some different kinds of seaweed, and it was fresh seaweed, which was interesting. I've only had nori, like the kind that's all dried and smashed and flattened, and they use it to wrap sushi up in. So I had fresh seaweed. I didn't eat all of it. I probably had about half of the seaweed, and then all the lettuce, and it came with the tofu, so I had the tofu. Also had some cucumber, which was fine, and a very, very, very light dressing. I could barely taste it. So I don't know what it was, but I'm hoping it wasn't too oily. It wasn't creamy at all. It was more like a vinaigrette of some kind. But it was so small, and after walking 5 miles, I was hungry. Like, it was 5 o'clock. My stomach was rumbling. So I ended up having an avocado and cucumber roll. So it was 6 little pieces. The pieces were probably about that big each. 6 little pieces of cucumber and avocado sushi. No meat, no anything else. Avocado was not a good idea. I should have just gotten cucumber. I didn't even think about it. And probably if I put all the rice together, it would have been like 1/4 cup cooked rice. So, but still, rice is absolutely nowhere on Protocol. So I don't know. I didn't have my other apple either, so I had no fruit today. That's all I had for the whole day. And I'm finishing up my second 1.5 liter bottle, plus I had 4 glasses of water, so I probably had close to 4 liters today. It's frustrating because I haven't lost in 4 days. I've been at the 137.1, and now I've probably set myself back a little bit, and I only have 4 injections left. And I really wanted to get to 135, but oh well, right? Hopefully I can at least end at 137 again if I do pop up a little bit. I really like 137 because then my 2-pound limit keeps me out of the 140s. It keeps me at 139. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just my way of thinking about it. So, anyway, so we'll see tomorrow what my weigh-in brings. Hopefully it's happy news. I'm almost home finally. I'm an hour and a half from Truckee, so it's nice to finally get home again. That's all I have. I hope everyone's doing well. I watched a couple vlogs today, and everyone that commented on mine, thank you so much. I will talk to everybody hopefully soon, hopefully tomorrow. I will weigh myself, and if I'm not crying, I'll vlog. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.